Doing all right back there? Well, hello. I am, as the little topic says here on the subject line, I just drove up from Renton to Anacortes and I did a little potty break for both me and the dog before we get there because there's no water and other stuff available at my rental property I bought in Anacortes because, as many of you know, it's being gutted because we had a furnace die during that snowstorm that we had between basically Christmas Day and New Year's. Not a common thing for us to have that long of sustained freezing cold temperatures. So anyway, the really seriously old furnace died, and that led to pipes freezing and breaking, and then that led to a bunch of water damage, and then for whatever reason, still don't know why other than corrosion, the old Zinsco panel died on top of it for the electrical panel. So I am on my way. I'm just a few minutes away, so this is going to be an interesting reveal. I think this is way more interesting than a baby gender reveal, personally. I'm about to see what it's like after they've been gutting the house for a week. I got a phone call this morning. The electrical panel got replaced on Wednesday so we can energize the place because the people doing the water mitigation need to have power. They were doing a bunch of stuff already, which, hand tools and battery-powered tools and things of that nature in their literal toolboxes. However, they need to be able to put fans and dehumidifiers and that type of stuff inside of there to help dry it out because, as many of us know, here in the Pacific Northwest, especially on the western side of the mountains, it's pretty soggy around here. So I got the phone call this morning since the new panel went in on Wednesday because they needed that energized. And so you had to get rid of the old panel, got a new panel put in. Thank you to the folks over at Barron Heating yet again for that. And they've been amazing for all the stuff that they've been doing so far. James Garcia over at Restoration One, thank you for all the work you're doing as well for the gutting. And I'm like 2 blocks away from the property right now. So you're going to actually get to see my reaction as soon as I get there, which I have a feeling is going to be, I actually don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'm going to start laughing hysterically. I don't know if I'm going to start crying. I don't know if I'm just going to be like, oh my God. It's going to get interesting. But anyway, this morning I got the phone call from the electrical inspector, and so he's coming sometime between 12:30 and 2:30 to inspect that new panel, make sure that everything went fine, and hopefully sign off on everything. The good news he told me this morning was that this particular vendor, which is the Barron Heating guys, Tim West and his crew, on the electrical department, they were doing the work. He said this guy's never rejected any of their work, so I'm happy about that. And okay, now I'm wondering who might be here today. I thought that some of the crew was going to be here today, but maybe there is nobody because I don't see any cars as I pull up in front of my place. And I'm just waiting for this guy to meet me. And he'll be anytime. It's 12:28 right now, so I'm hopefully just, I don't know what time he's going to really show up. There's Rusty's hanging out with me, of course. We're going to go stay in the Oak Harbor house tonight, in the owner's apartment that I have there, for now, since I got to deal with all this stuff. But I'm curious where everyone is. Maybe they're at lunch. I don't know. That would probably be the wise thing. So I'm going to go walk in here. And we're going to see whether or not I totally freak out. Anybody have any guesses? I know I've got a couple people watching right now. Ronan and Akira, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to turn my car off. I'm going to go check that key box. Hopefully they've got the key in there. Because I've left that for the contractors all this time. And we're going to see how it goes. Rest, you're staying in the car. Not going to worry about a mask at the moment because I think I'm the only person here. If I discover people are coming back, I'll get back out in the car and put a mask on. But right now, it's going to get interesting. See a little debris outside. It's really super windy if you can't tell. Okay, yay, the key's here. And we're going in. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around for a second so you can see what's going on. As I think I am. Here we are. Well, they're not done because this stuff's all supposed to be coming out from what I understand. Okay. They've cleared out some of the junk I'd already pulled off before because, as you can see, we were looking at the potential for wood floors from the original 1900 house. But here is my kitchen counter along with a bunch of cabinets. Oh my God. Wow. So yeah, here's some wood floors. Holy smokage. And actually, so far, maybe not. Oh wow, there's another yet weird flooring type we hadn't seen yet. I'm glad I'm wearing my boots because this is definitely a construction zone. Here's some very loose boards, kind of feels like. It's a little weird. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my God. I think I'm good. This is interesting. So far, I'm not entirely freaked out because it's kind of what I thought I might see. I'm going to go back to this. All right, so what are we looking at here? All right, here's a new panel. That's almost twice as big as the one that was there before. I'm like kind of pleasantly surprised about these floors. That section of the house has some under it too. I'm going to look at some of this wood to see the condition it's in. So where I'm happy at the moment is I don't see bug damage, I don't think, which is a big plus. Really, really big plus. But boy howdy, if you wanted to know what a house really looks like from the guts on a 1900 framed house, you're getting it right now. Those cabinets don't look as bad as I thought they were originally. For the lower cabinets. So it looks like they tore out insulation. Okay, there was insulation in here at one point. So, okay. You're seeing me, there's a bunch of nails down here, so I gotta kind of dance around that. They're taking out, where'd that sink? Oh, that came from the back. This is that weird bathy thing that we found at one point after the past owners moved out. Okay, we're continuing to see. This is where we had tested to see if there was wood floors, and yep, there sure as heck is. Boy, howdy. Okay, appliances. What the hell? Little duck thing with a bunch of dollar signs on it. Don't know what that's about. Oh, hold on. I need to get, this is a document I need to keep. Past owners left that for me. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's where the stove used to sit. And man, oh man. Okay, here's some more of, I guess, what was the original floor. Those don't look great, but that's okay. That's going to be the kitchen stuff. I can't even describe what some of that stuff is. Here's where the kitchen was. And you see a lot of moisture underneath that area. That was one of the areas where there was some of the leaks that happened. You can see this is that underlayment or particle board, and you can see all the wetness staining from that. So, okay. That is insulation. Okay. Guess we're about to find out. I wonder if that used to be a door. We're about to learn that too. Tub that used to be in there. Okay, we can also see in the subfloor when the water stuff broke. There's wet spots there, so that might be from when they just detached everything. This was where the laundry room was. They've now cut out, there was a kind of a pantry thing here in this framing. And so they've cut out the walls because the water that was on these pipes, I'm guessing this is where they did the repairs. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing just because it looks like it's all new copper. But when these things busted, the water was just spraying up these tall walls. And it soaked what was lath and plaster. That's why you see it with these slats. Because traditional, in today's framing type with drywall, they look like this. And that's from lath and plaster. So they used to have a cabinet up here, and that's now off. This is where a lot of the water went when it was spraying. Oh man. I'm taking some of this. This is where, oh, okay. Looks like, so that's where the water heater used to sit. You can see where they've detached the pipes. This is where the furnace is still partially sitting. So they're not obviously, I think they're just not done yet. I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay. Yeah, oh God. Oh God. Okay. This is going back to what was the old main bathroom. So the hot water line for the bathtub had broken, and we can see how wet that was. And they have now gutted. The sink is gone. You can see the pipe from where it drained. Toilet. Ooh. Okay. Just gonna kind of. This thing apparently had been soaking wet. You can see the water there too, staining. You have these little hexagon vinyl tile things. I think stick-on kind. This is a lot. I think I'm fine. But holy shit. Apparently that wall also cut out. Not even 100% sure why, but it is. I have to be back here tomorrow with Wendy, who's going to help me redesign this thing. Wendy, if you get a chance to watch this, I may have a martini or Manhattan tonight before you come up tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay, so after just digesting what's going on here, like it's all good. Was my face convincing? I'm not sure it was. What kind of slobs must these people have been? Look at this. Look at the subfloor. What kind of, were there dogs peeing in here all the time? What was going on? Just super confused. Why so many weird wet spots everywhere? Just even here, what, why? I don't know. Anyhow, okay, so what are the pluses? What's the pluses going on here? So the pluses going on here with all this destruction is that actually the destruction we see is positive. It's I guess it's more just kind of whoo, it's a lot of work to take on. But this is, I guess what you would call a new beginning. And this is a relief, I guess. My big concern when we went to start looking at maybe if we could reuse these floors was whether or not they might, what kind of condition they would be in. And honestly, I'm not an expert at all of that, but I think they're actually okay. I mean, not back there. That's crap. But and that may have all been additions on this house at some point too. Especially when I'm looking at the way some of this framing and stuff is, and the differences of the framing, right? Because this lath and plaster stuff, that's been there a while. I think that's original to the house. That where the closet for the furnace and water heater was, that wasn't original. This stuff, not original. I'm kind of guessing this got added on. Maybe it could have been a porch at one point. Some of the guys keep calling this a garage. I know it's not really a garage. It's just a patio. But it's I'm pretty sure an add-on at some point. Yeah, it's definitely an add-on, but I'm kind of guessing maybe the way some of this stuff is built out, that might have been a door originally. It's really hard to tell. I mean, I know a lot about houses, and I know a lot about, I always say houses are history, and if you know some of the stuff about historical building methods and things of that nature. And I'll put a shout out here. Kirk Jolly, who owns a general contracting company in the Seattle market, who's a client of mine. He's taught me so much, and so have all the inspectors that I've worked with over time. We're pretty sure this is all the original staircase. It's wood that's beat up like crazy, but it's super solid. The other thing that's really surprising about it's so solid, like it doesn't even squeak. Like so many other people's houses I go into and they squeak, squeak, squeak all the time. This thing's in pretty darn good shape. So, oh God, it still stinks up here. Woof. That's because all these really gross carpets are up here. Like, oof. I started trying to see, I found out my neighbors who have the same floor plans. See, like, I don't know what that's all about. Could have been roof leaks before. I don't think it's current. I started trying to pull the carpets back because, man, these things stink to high heaven. But this is, oh, wow. This is the bathroom they had to gut. The last time I was here, that was rotting like crazy. So they have pulled up the entire subfloor, ripped out the toilet that was here. That's where the crappy corner shower was. There's the shower head that was dripping when I was here last. So they've now taken out the back section of that. Oh, wow, we can see through the tape there in the wall. This all was added at some point. This thing's going to be super long. Sorry, everyone, but I'm also doing this partly for me, just to be like, what is happening here? Oh, wow. Oh, man. That's some staining. It's still damp. You can see it. But now I know there's wood underneath here because when I was here last, I went to the corner and there's, as you can see, there's subfloor here, and I wasn't able to try and get that, but they've cut this back because they were looking to see about water damage. And so you can see where staining has occurred. And this is where the very recent stuff was. So, okay, well, now we know what's here. Oh, and there's where the shower is. Okay, got it. Oh, man, it smells like dog. Oh, God, so gross. It's so incredibly offensive. My nose is killing me. Alrighty then. So, I think we're done here for now. Thanks for those of you who were watching. If you get a chance to see this later, give me some hearts and likes if this has been interesting for you. It surely has been for me. So anyway, all right, I'm going to get back to work. I saw Rachel on my team just tried to call while I was in the middle of doing this, so I'm going to check in with her and talk to you guys later. Bye.